high up. What's up, Blurple Green? This camera, I got a new camera, and then it started going dark on me. So I returned it, got a new one, same brand and everything, and this one all of a sudden now is going dark on me. These cameras, Logi, Logi, they suck. Oh man, I gotta get something to drink. Gotta fix this thing too. Too far over. Okay, now it's working good. Yo, what's up, Vivian? So what's the most attractive thing about the opposite sex, and the most unattractive thing? Nothing. Loyalty? Are you a man or a woman? Blurple Green. Vivian says humor. And girls like a guy that can make them laugh, I think, yeah. Quick wit to keep up with you. Y'all, you got a quick wit? I think I got a pretty quick wit myself. Oh, you're a man? Okay. I figured you were, but just had to make sure So I couldn't tell for 100%. Like Vivian, I can tell it's a woman, but and cue the audit because it's a girl in the picture. I think your picture is a dude, but it's like a cartoon. Honesty. Yeah, honesty's a good one. Honesty's kind of hard to find. People aren't very honest. They'll lie a lot. Just about like not even important stuff, just stupid stuff. Just lie all the time. You guys ever seen a sparkling cigarette? I'll do one. Put this one out. Yeah. Well, some people, they just lie because they don't want to like hurt your feelings or whatever. But see, this is how you do a sparkling cigarette. You ever seen this? I think loyalty is a good one, especially for men. That's what men like in a woman is loyalty. She's not going to be talking to other dudes. You know what I mean? Trying to get validation from another man. You know, that's a big one for me. So I've been through that before. Or like women just need validation from all kinds of men. Let's see. Nothing else. So if you guys want to hang out, chop it up, if you got a video you want to play or something. I'm just setting up the sparkling cigarette. Let's see. Put some right here. I'm making a sparkling cigarette. Cue the audit. In case you've never seen one. So you lick it. And then you take the flint like this. And you put all that black stuff on it. See, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to focus, but there's all like this, that black stuff. It's the flint. That's what makes it sparkle. Like when you light your cigarette, you light a lighter. See, put some right here, right there. And I usually don't smoke, but I felt like a cigarette. And I got these new ones. They're not bad. Direct D smokes these now. These black ones. I guess they're new. They're not as strong as a red. He usually smokes reds. And I don't smoke, so I just smoke what he smokes. So if he comes over here and I smoke one of his, the reds are strong. But these ones are like lights, I think. But he said he was going to quit smoking. He's like, dude, this is because he bought a carton when he came out here last time. He's like, this is my last carton. I'm going to quit. But I think I still see him smoking. So I didn't ask him about it, but I think he probably didn't quit because I've been seeing him smoking on his streams and stuff. So, okay, one more and then I'll be ready to light it. And I got to let this dry though, too. There's a brand new lighter, so. And I do the mini Vicks. I like them better. See the little ones like this? You can fit them in your pocket easier, stuff like that. Women like loyalty too. Yeah. I think, yeah, the validation with everyone. Women are kind of like that. Not all of them, but some of them are. And I think the thing with loyalty, I think men, I feel like, are probably less loyal than women. I think I'm loyal, but I think overall they're less because it's kind of just like in our genes, I guess. So, I'm not so sure that humans are really meant to be monogamous. I mean, they are nowadays, but like I always say about, the population explosion and that most of the human existence has been in 50 to 100 people tribes. So, we haven't really evolved. And so it was the woman stays pregnant for 9 months, right, for a reason, but the man can, knock up 10 women in one night, Yeah, I quit too, but I just bought a pack tonight. Yeah, built to reproduce more than women. Well, see, that's why women, like, men will, like, I feel like men will cheat more, maybe, because like women don't as much because it's hardwired into their brains. Because if they sleep with a man and he just leaves, then she's stuck with this baby. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's why women should be selective, because then they get knocked up, and then now your value went down too if you're a single mom. So, but like, I think that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like, if a woman, I think that loyalty is more important to men than maybe it is to women, because like men kind of just throw their fishing line out there, right? Like, men are only as loyal as their options. So they'll throw their line out there, and then whatever they get, right? But like, women get approached, right? Even if you're a good looking, high value man, women aren't going to approach you. So men do the approaching. So if a woman cheats, then it's even more of a stinger for the guy, at least for me, because I don't have girls in my DMs. I don't have girls hitting me up on Messenger. Like, the women, even if you're just like average looking, you have tons. Oh, what's up, beautiful, right? So if you're talking to some other dude on Messenger, well, that means that you had to like turn down like 15 other dudes, right, to talk to this guy. So you're already emotionally invested in this guy. So that's why loyalty is more important for me, for a man, because of that fact. Yeah, that's true. They're the gatekeepers to sex, and men are the gatekeepers to relationships. Yeah, I've learned that, like, not to expect, like, just with even like being a friend, like, I'm a certain way in my friendships, and I usually get let down. So I don't have that many friends. Um, my circle is really small, but it's because I expect everyone to be the same as me, and it's unrealistic. Same thing like when I was a boss, when I was, I owned a restaurant, or, I was managing restaurants too. And like, I had a good work ethic, and I worked hard, and I expected everyone else to work at least as hard as me, but they didn't. So I'd have high expectations. They let me down. So I just kind of have to, it's like a life lesson. People aren't going to be as invested in you. They're going to be as good as you. So, all right, guys, ready to see the cigarette then? Let's see if it works. Yeah, these are super light cigarettes. What do you think? Is it cool or what? Let's do another one. Yeah, my vape hits harder than this thing. I have no use for a low down cheater. Yeah. I feel that. I mean, everyone's been cheated on, right? I'll know what it feels like. It sucks. I've cheated before, like in my younger days. I feel bad about it. But, like I've been cheated on before where like the girl didn't like have sex with the dude, but she's talking to other dudes, like that's cheating to me, you know, find out that they're like, flirting with guys and stuff like that. Yeah, it's cool, huh, Blurple? I learned that in like high school, dude. It's a cool little party trick. I want to start learning. I want to start doing some card tricks. Maybe I'll do that on my channel, on this channel here. Get my deck of cards, do some tricks. I know a couple. So what do you guys got going on for tomorrow night? Anything, you guys partying or what? I think I'm going to go downtown Denver and do some cop watching. I did that by myself. Was it last year? Or was it the year before? It was the year before, I think I went downtown, New Year's. And then last year, no, I don't know what I did last year New Year's. I don't think I did anything. Just get super stoned off my Benjamin. What's a Benjamin? And play video games all day on my Switch. Oh, you do Switch? That's like a handheld one. I don't really do video games, dude. I got a NES and a Super NES that I bust out every now and then. I don't like the new games, dude. I'm not good at them. Oh, it's a dab pen? Okay. Oh, so you do dabs, man? Yeah, you're a total pothead, huh? I'm surprised that Direct D doesn't do dabs. As much weed as he smokes. I bet you if maybe he's done them before, but I bet you if he did them, if he hasn't done them, if he did them, he would probably only do them because they're so strong. I did a dab one time and like I was like uncomfortably high, dude. I was like, no, dude, this is not for me. Because I mean, I'm just like a one hitter quitter, anyways, kind of dude. Yeah, handheld, yeah. Yeah, I'm Shadowban on the DMA channel. Why? Someone else says too? I've heard that some other people are getting shadow banned too. Like Leroy Truth said he was, and he said that he was putting out a video, like these videos that are good videos, and they're getting hardly any views. And then he said he put out a video where he was praising a police officer, and it got like a ton of views. So maybe they're like shadow banning, like if you like make cops, if cops look bad in your videos, then they shadow ban those. But if you praise cop, like the one that I have with Officer Cadena, the short that has 11 million views, the most popular video I've ever done. You eat 1,500 grams? No, 1,500 milligrams, I think you mean. But milligrams, even 1,500 milligrams, dude, that's crazy, dude. That's like, it's like a quarter pound worth right there. But 1,500 grams, dude, you'd just pass out immediately. That'd be like 5 pounds, dude. Yeah, 1.5 grams. Yeah. Dude, I ate a chocolate one time. It was years ago. It was on the Super Bowl. And I ate a chocolate bar and it was 20 grams per square or milligrams. And I didn't realize it was that much. I think I thought it was 5 or something or 10. And I like ate it. And I was like, oh shit, dude, this is 20 milligrams. And I got so high that I like just passed out for the I was so uncomfortably high, and then I passed out for the Super Bowl and didn't watch it. So yeah, I don't really I don't even smoke weed. I can't smoke weed now because I'm on probation, but it's not even a big deal for me. I'm like, ah, screw it. It's because YouTube hates the truth. YouTube does that to you 8 out of 10 times. You got a channel, Vivian? What's your channel? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, Christopher Ruff just went live. Let's see. Yeah, 35 minutes ago. Let's see here. See if I can find yours. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up. Let's see what channel I'm on right now. Let's see if I can find. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to my own channel on this. Nope, I'm not. Oh, subscribe. Let's see. Oh, I'm not. I can't go to your channel on this channel because I'm not a moderator on my own channel. I have to go to my own channel. But if I do that, then watch what it'll do is it'll like not let me open it. It's weird. Why? Yeah, see? Whenever I try to open my own thing, it won't open if I'm on my own channel for whatever reason. So I have to share it to myself. And then I can open it from the text message. It's weird. It's like a new thing too. I don't know. It wasn't never doing that before. Let's see. Vivian. Go to channel. Oh, you don't have any videos. You have 11 subscribers though. Oh, Florida has a 25-foot rule right now. I didn't know that. I know some states have that. I've seen that 25-foot rule thing. Oh, it starts January 1st. Yeah, they're doing that for auditors specifically, obviously. DeSantis? Who's that? Sounds familiar. What is that? Or who is that? Yeah, Colorado hasn't done no. Oh, he's Florida governor. Yeah, we got Polis right now, I think, right? I don't even know. I don't know politics that much. I don't follow stuff that much. But I got so there's Mitch. You guys know Mitch, right? Mitch Lovin. I think he has. Let's see if it's on his YouTube channel before I tell you guys about it. Let's see. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I still gotta do that because I can't share entire screen. I don't think. Can I? Oh wait, no, I can now. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, sorry, I was just gonna do this. I was going to see if I can find Mitch Lovin. See if he's got this on his channel. You guys got to subscribe to Mitch Lovin. Let's see, videos. Is this it? Oh yeah, this is it. I think this is it. Oh yeah, this is it right here. So this video right here, Mitchell strong arm gives the county manager a stiffy. It's a hilarious, but that's the one over there on the far right, and it's in Broomfield, and he was in there. I think it was at a city council meeting, something, and the mayor. Is she the mayor? No, she's the city manager. She got all hurt, dude. I guess for him being there recording, and he was just sitting there recording on the sidewalk. That's body cam footage. And the lady literally walks into his camera, walks into him, like bumps into him. He didn't even move, didn't make any steps. She walks right into him, and it's on body cam. And then later, like weeks later or months later, I think it was months even, they arrested him. They put a warrant out for his arrest for harassment on her after she like walked right into him, dude. So I'm gonna go over there and do a public comment at Broomfield, and it'll be interesting. Are you John? What do you mean? Am I John? Oh, are you talking to John? You're talking to that John. Are you John? John? I think that's what you're doing. But I am John, though. My name's John, too. Christopher John. John. Christopher John Jr. I should change my my channel name to Christopher John Cordova Jr. Oh, I would want to take this off this thing. So I think tonight I keep doing this thing where I like stay up too late and then I'll go to sleep and I'll finally go to sleep, but I'll take like a Benadryl or something to help me sleep. And then I sleep too late. I want to like wake up early. I got to get the day going. By the time I get everything done throughout the day, go work out, come back, take a shower, clean the house up, take the dogs out for their walk and like do my stuff. Then it's like the day's mostly over. I can't like do edits and stuff. I'm starting out auditing. I'm saving up a video repertoire before I make my YouTube debut so I can release videos regularly without having to take time off work to record. Oh, that's cool. Right on, dude. You already got some going or what? What part of the country are you in? I know you told me once before because I mailed you a sticker. I think did I give you a freedom book too? Or did I just give you some stickers? Oh yeah, Wichita, Kansas. I've been to Kansas, dude. It's pretty flat, like they say. I had to drive my friend out there, drop him off. My friends grew up in Salina, or is it Salina or Salida? I think it's Salina. Oh, just some stickers. Okay. Probably like some business cards or something. I probably threw in there. Yeah, Salina. That's my old business partner. So I just got my EIN number. I got an LLC, got a business checking account and savings account. So I'm waiting for the EIN letter to come from the IRS, and I'm going to take that in to the bank, get that. I'm going to switch my channel over to a business account instead of personal. And then I trademarked Denver Metro Audits is trademarked federally across the whole country, and also my logo is trademarked as well. In case anyone tries to, if you ever see any other Denver Metro Audits accounts out there, it's trademark, sucker. Oh, really? Cool, dude. I gave you a do better card too, right? Those are funny. You ever seen me give those out on an audit before? Who was somebody? I learn a lot of. I get a lot of ideas from the comment section. I wish I would like remember and write down their names and stuff. But like, I got an idea from about the Keeping Them Honest channel. Me and Sweet Tea went to the DMV like back in the way old days when I first like was hanging out with her. And somebody in the comment section, because the cop was like, "Oh, you just keeping them honest?" And I'm like, "Trying to." And he's like, "Right on. I like to hear that." And somebody in the comments was like, "Oh, that would be a sweet name for a channel, Keeping Them Honest." So then that's what I did. I made that my channel. And then the Do Better, somebody I think had a card. I think that I got that from someone in the comment section saying you should have a Do Better card. And so I was like, that's a freaking hilarious idea. So my card's got a picture of me with the logo, and then it says one education at a time in parentheses. I say that. And then it says the recipient of this card is given another opportunity to do better. And it says, respect my rights. Or no, it says, don't be a chatio, don't be a Karen, respect my rights, do better. That's what it says. So like I've given them to a couple employees before. I've tried to give them to other employees, but sometimes they don't want the card. But remember, what's that guy's name from Belmar Library? He was the good one. Can't remember that guy's name. The hippie dude with the ponytail. I gave him one. Then I gave another lady from Belmar Library one. Jennifer she's like the regional director. And then who else? I gave a few other people some do better cards before. It's hilarious because whenever I give the do better card, then I clip to like a shot of the do better card so you can see what I handed them. If you were young, I mean, you don't have to be young to do this. I mean, the majority of the people that are in this community are old, or maybe not like, they're older. I mean, 45 to 65 is the most. And then 65 and up. There's like, so it goes 18 to 24, or it goes like 14 or whatever to 18. And I have like 0 followers from that, or like 0.1%. And then 18 to 24 is like 4%. And then 24 to 35 is like 14%. And then 25 to 35 is like 18%. And then 35 to 45 is like 24. And then 45 to 55 is like usually around 24. Sometimes it's like 26, 28. And then 65 and up is like the same, like 24. They're all like older people. People don't really want to, the young kids, they don't care about this stuff, dude. They just want to go out and party. They only care about Eminem's new album or whoever, and like LeBron. Yo, what up, username? So username, if you don't put a name, does it just automatically default to username, or did you put that specifically, username? Yeah, define young. Because I mean, dude, I still consider myself young. Sometimes I mean, I know I'm older, but like I still think I'm young, and I know I'm not. It's crazy how time goes by, man. I mean, define old though too. Like some people say 40's old. You know, if you're in your 20s, 40's old. But then if you're actually 40, you don't really think it's that old, right? Then you think like, you know, like to me, I really think like 60, 70's old. 70's kind of old. But not even 60 really. Oh, you're 75 in a wheelchair? Okay. I mean, that would actually, if you actually could get out there and do audits, though, you know, that would be like your niche. That would be like you would actually blow up because you could have like your own cool thing because you're like an older woman in a wheelchair. Because that would be like, can you imagine cops like the sympathy you would get from people if the cops are acting stupid with you and stuff and being disrespectful? You know, they'd be a lot more respectful to you than they would like someone like me or Direct D. But you would still get some douchebags and your videos would go viral. You know what I mean? Like, uh, threatened with arrest, or it'll be like 75-year-old lady in a wheelchair threatened with arrest for trespassing by tyrant cop. Like that video would go viral, dude. People like, what? I purposely put it there. By the way, that hippie guy you were thinking of, Dave. Yeah, thanks, dude. Dave. Deputy Dog Dave. That guy he's something else, dude. He actually showed up to my federal court proceeding, dude. It was my trial. He was there at my trial. And then he like whispered at me, like I made eye contact with him, and he like looked at me and he was like, he mouthed do better. I was just nice to him. I was like, hey, what's up, Dave? You know, that's all you got to do. And last time I was there, when I had to turn myself in, I went to the federal courthouse to turn myself in for my sentence. Steve Ward was there from Inglewood, you know, the guy that went up on the troll channel to bash Regan and I for like 2 hours. He's the one, he like showed up and he was sitting with the troll, the troll guy that reports to the troll channel after every court proceeding. They were like buddies over there hanging out. Like, dude, how like despicable are you, man? You're a public official, dude, and you're over there coming out of your own free time, coming to just watch me be taken into custody, and while you're sitting over there with the troll. Like, dude, you're a public official, man. Like, this is so anti-freedom, man. Like, wow, he's such a loser, man. Oh, you have to be pushed. Okay. Well, shoot, man. If you get someone to push you, that'd be tight. That'd be even better. You should see if you can get one of those like electrical ones. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because people have those like blind man audits. My friend over here in Denver has been inactive for a while, but then there's also blind justice. You know what I mean? Like that's cool, dude. Which I never understood how like blind man, he's blind, technically blind, and he has the stick, but like he can see a little bit. He can see like up to like 12 feet, he said, I think, in front of him, but then everything else is like completely blur. Um, but like you can tell that he doesn't see well because his footage is kind of like it's always not fate. Like you can't see their heads. Their heads are cut off. You know, that it's too low. Oh, really, dude? He's been doing that. Oh, that's cool. I know I saw that he started a Blind Man 2. He had a Blind Man, his original one. It's got like 4,000 subscribers, and then he had a Blind Man 2 has like 500. And he was posting like some of the videos, like just re-uploads. And I was like, what the heck is he doing, man? Because I was like, did he lose access to his channel, and that's why he did that? I didn't understand. I haven't talked to him in probably a couple years, year and a half at least, or something. Tell him I said what up, dude. Tell him I said to text me, dude. Yeah, I like Blind Man, dude. He's a good dude. I would definitely record with him again. Yeah, so I was thinking about going out tomorrow night downtown Denver. If my friend will come with me, escrow, and if not, I think maybe I'll go to see if Police the Police 719 wants to go Colorado Springs downtown. Maybe Myers doesn't work downtown. Remember Popcorn Myers? She don't work downtown the late night shift anymore. She got moved. But there's a lot of those guys there. The guy I got arrested for obstruction. I haven't dropped the video yet because I'm still waiting to finish up more court stuff in Colorado Springs. I want to rock the boat, but I got found not guilty, and so I want to run into that dude again. That arrested me, man, for the obstruction because he didn't want me there. Oh, you met him through ANCAP? So you know ANCAP, dude? Like you met ANCAP? Or you just, you said I met him through ANCAP. Blind Man Travels? Okay, dude, let's check that out. Let's see if I can, let's look up Blind Man Travels. Blind Man Travels. A, see how many letters it takes for it to show up. V E L S. All the way. Blind Man Travels. Didn't see it. See. Oh, look, there he is. Blind man quits job after 40 to start a travel channel. Blind Man Travels. There he is, bud.
Hey everybody, Blind Man Travels here. Today I am talking about quitting my job. Now, in all honesty, I am not quitting my job yet, but that is part of the goals here of getting started with a travel channel. I have to be authentic and honest.
Dude, he's already got 703 subscribers. I mean, so this guy, dude, Blind Man, it's kind of weird because his face is so young looking, dude, right? Like he doesn't have any wrinkles or nothing, but he's got, look at all these grays in his beard, dude. Like he's old. I think he told me how old he is. He's not no young, but when I like met him and shit and I saw him, he looks like he's in it. Like I always thought of him like as in his 20s, dude, but he's not. I mean, look at that. Look at those grays, but he has like no wrinkles at all.
With you all in regards to that. It's been only a little while since August.
Let's see if he's got any sweet videos. Let's go popular. Blind Man review of Old Chicago Pizza, 3.4 thousand.
Curious to know, we still have the World View Tour. I kind of remember that back in the day. Used some of my tech to read this menu, mainly the magnifying glass app on my phone. Hey everybody, Blind Man Travels here. Today we're going to do a test of my new DJI Osmo 3. We're going to do the first food review I've done in quite some time. We're going to do something a little bit familiar to a lot of people, which is Old Chicago. But we'll go ahead and give it a try here, and I'll tell you what the
Yeah, you guys remember they had the 110 beers or whatever? And you could do the tour of all the beers. I never did the full tour, but I remember when I used to go there, I used to drink, I like wheat beer. So I used to drink like Easy Street Wheat and Blue Moon is pretty good. It's more like it's kind of like the Budweiser of wheat beers, but I liked it. But I like my wheat beers with lemon instead of orange. Try it with lemon, dude. It's really good if you like wheat beer.
verdict is at the end of the video. So we're going to give this a try to see how we like it. Let's go on in. This should track with me as I walk in.
Thanks for stopping in, Vivian.
Oh, thank you. It's a good thing I'm mic'd up because we have music. Hi, just for one, please.
One, would you like the bar?
Bar's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that over here?
No, the bar is going to be straight back and then to the right, and you can sit anywhere.
Okay, thank you. Curious to know, we still have the World View Tour. I kind of remember that back in the day.
I'll watch that later. Blind Man Travels. Oh yeah, Jenny, I'm smoking. I decided to buy a pack of cigarettes. Don't judge me. But you know what? The cool thing about me and smoking is like I'll buy this pack and I probably won't even smoke it. And then I'll just I'll smoke a couple and then that's it. Then I'll either save the rest and they'll just sit there and get stale, or I'll just like give them away. I gave a pack. I had a pack. I used to smoke Marlboro 27s, and I just bought a pack, and then I smoked a couple, and then they was just sitting in my house forever. And then my neighbor, she was like, "Do you have any cigarettes?" Because she's seen me out here smoking sometimes. I was like, "Yeah, actually, I do here." Or she wanted me to go buy a pack for her, like because she didn't have money yet. She's like, "I'll pay you back." And I was like, "Oh, I got a pack. I'll just give it to you." And she's like, "Okay." And I threw it over to her from the balcony. But yeah, you're the same. Yeah, I don't even like smoking's not that difficult for me. Like, because I smoked when I was a teenager, mostly because I was like a social smoker. It was like a peer pressure thing. And then in my 20s, I would smoke, but I'd only really smoke when I was drinking. And then, so I'd smoke. And then, like, the next day, if I was hanging out with my mom or something, it wasn't like I had to sneak away to smoke a cigarette. I just wouldn't smoke. But they did make, like, remember when in the old days, like in the 90s, you'd light a cigarette and it would stay lit the whole time, right? But now, if you don't puff it, it'll go out. And I think they either added a chemical or took one out or something. I think they took one out that made the cigarette burn like that because it's bad for you or something. It's all bad for you, but but I heard that they added more chemicals in them to make them even more addicting than the nicotine. So when I started smoking this last time, like 2 years ago, like 3 years ago, it was definitely harder to quit. I know that, but I did it. And like, I don't have to like wean off. I just like, okay, I'm quitting, and I just cold turkey it. But then, I don't want my house, like my house will smell like cigarettes now for days. Like, I open the window, but like it goes away eventually. The cigarette smell. Cause I smoked in here before, and then I didn't smoke in here for like, it was like couple of months. And my mom came over. She's like, "It smells like cigarettes in here." I was like, "Well, you can smell that?" Cause I couldn't smell it. She's non-smoker, so she could smell it. Oh, you quit by vaping? You started at 48. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, my mom actually, she was a non-smoker, but she actually smoked. She picked up smoking because her friends smoked. And I was like 12 years old and I hated her smoking. She smoked those Virginia Slims. I used to steal her cigarettes all the time. And oh, what's up, Ali? What's up, Fran? I didn't know you knew about this channel. That's cool. And so I used to steal her cigarettes all the time. But then I didn't throw them away. I would save them. I'd like stash them in my room. Like, I don't know, just 'cause I wanted to have them, I guess. Because I was like I wanted to be a bad kid. But I never smoked them. Have I ever struggled with overheating? What do you mean? Like my body temperature? Yes, I have actually. I am self-diagnosed with a lot of stuff, but because I just look stuff up and I figure out what I have, and I think I have a condition that's called it's called what is it called? Something hydrosis. Something hydrosis. I can't think of it, but it's where you sweat a lot, and I sweat a lot when I exert myself. I mean, everyone does, but I like over sweat. And this weird thing, hyperhidrosis is what it's called. So when I take a shower, when I give the dogs a bath, I just take a shower with them because they're just so little, and it's easier for me to just all bathe in the same time. So I take a shower, and then when I'm done with my shower, then I come out naked and I go and I grab the dogs, and they all know and they don't want to come, right? Like Loaf will refuse to come. I have to pick them up and take them in there, and then they're like all shaking because it's like torture for them. And then I take them a shower, and then I dry them off, and then as soon as I dry them off, you know how dogs are, they'll run around and they jump on the bed and they like, put their head in the pillows and go crazy, You know why they do that? It's because when they get wet, they lose their sense of smell. So that's also why dogs a lot of times don't like getting wet. But when you put the conditioner in them and stuff, it has a scent to it. And so they're rubbing to try to get the scent off because they can smell the scent. And so they don't like that because the dogs use their sense of smell so much. It's like if you like covered your eyes like this and you can't really see very well. That's what it's like for them because they rely on their sense of smell so much. So like a human's sense of smell is like a stamp, and a dog's sense of smell is like the envelope. That's how much more powerful their sense of smell is, and they rely on it. So that's why they do that. But then I'll get, I brush my teeth and do my thing, then I blow dry them, and then I do Minnie's hair. But for whatever reason, like when I get out of the shower and I'm doing Minnie's hair, it's only if I have to do her hair after my shower though. If not, I'm fine. I start dripping sweat, dude. It's weird. Like literally just dripping sweat. So I do overheat. Oh, overeat. Oh, overeating. Oh yeah. See, I don't even have my glasses on. It says overeating. No, I don't think so. I mean, I do. Sometimes, yeah, I'll be a little gluttonous, but nothing that's like crazy. Like I can get chubby. I'm a little bit chubby right now. But I used to have a super fast metabolism. I used to be skinny as a bone. I could eat whatever I wanted. And then I started taking Paxil when I was like 19 and I gained some weight. And I found out that like, if you take Paxil, like it kind of messes your metabolism up or something. And it's like permanent. So ever since I took that, I have to watch what I eat. I can't just eat anything I want because I will get chubby. I've never been like obese or anything, but I do have to watch it. But I would never let myself get like really obese because I'd do something about it. I would just stop eating or exercise. I'm up to date on everything. LOL. How are you? I'm good. How's David doing? We got to meet up again. I haven't seen you in like what? Like 10 years or something? You guys still way down south or what? Sweet Tea, she lives in Colorado Springs, so we should get together. We should double or something like that. You guys in Castle Rock? Yeah, see that's the thing too. If you're trying to quit smoking from like a vape, sometimes the vape's just not satisfying enough, and then the vape just makes you want a cigarette even worse, right? I remember Sweet Tea when I first met her, and she used to come over here. She'd come over and like stay at my house for like a week. And I told her that I thought smoking was gross. And so when she came over here, she really liked me. And she would not smoke for a whole week, dude. Like I thought she was a non-smoker, dude. I thought she quit. And she'd come over here, never smoke. And then later, as we started like fighting and stuff like that. Then she would all of a sudden start smoking over here. I was like, "Wait, you smoking? I thought you quit." She's like, "No, I'm smoking." And now she just forget it, dude. Like she didn't try to impress me no more. She just smokes. David's good. We live in the spring. Oh, you live in the Springs? Right on, dude. I might come to the Springs tomorrow and do some audits or some cop watching. But I don't know. I might go to Denver down here, but it just depends. For sure. Yeah, we got to get together then for a double in Colorado Springs. That'd be tight. I got actually I have a gift card, $100 gift card for Outback. We should go. Probably for 4 people. I don't know if it'd be enough. It'd be close to enough. It'd be a cheap dinner, that's for sure. You guys, you like it in Colorado Springs? I lived in Colorado Springs for like 9 months, and I love it out there. I want to go back. I want to live in Colorado Springs. I like it because it's a big city. It's not as big as Denver, but it's it's big, but it's not so big and congested like Denver is now. Like it's like a rat in a cage. You know what I mean? Like too many rats. And like the older you get, the less I want to be around people. I'd love to just live like like Direct D does, or Adam Kokesh, a homestead, have my own land, 15 acres or whatever, and just be isolated. But I have to like be in a city for my job though. I can't like be in the middle of nowhere. But like I was thinking about homesteading some place out here in Colorado, just an hour or 2 away from the city. And then, if I need to come out and get content, I just come down for the whole day, do audits all day and, get 2-3 videos and then come back and then edit them up and then drive back down. So I could do that. Near the World Arena. Okay. I don't know where that is. I don't know really all like the streets yet and all that, but I just kind of know my hood over there. But like some parts of Colorado Springs are nice and some parts are like kind of ghetto, man. But yeah, the part that we lived in is really nice. It's nicer than my neighborhood here. I don't live in a bad neighborhood. It's just like it's a really blue collar neighborhood. It's not like the ghetto or anything, but there is a project close to here down the road, and then there's a halfway house up there. But it's weird because it's kind of like that breaking point. Like right here where I'm at, it's kind of like just regular blue collar. And then you go a little bit further south, and it's like super nice, like kind of like white collar. But then you just go a little bit further north, and it's straight ghetto, dude. Like maybe a mile, 2 miles north, it's ghetto as shit, and a mile, 2 miles south, it's like kind of richy. And then like right where I am, just like it's not ghetto, but it's not rich either. It's like right in the middle. You can tell I figured out a way to tell what kind of neighborhood you live in. Go to the bus stop and look around, right? Is there like McDonald's trash and a bunch of little shooters of alcohol laying around, right? And graffiti on the bench. That's how you tell. And you go to like a really nice neighborhood, it's pristine, there's no trash there, right? Because number one, people in nice neighborhoods hardly even use the bus, but if they do, they're not like, leaving shooter bottles all over and stuff like that. So that's how you can tell what kind of neighborhood you're living in. Give me an example of how you can tell something about someone's character. Like, what could you do if you want to know something about someone's character? Does anyone know? Let me know what you think. I have my things, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Right by Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Okay, cool. I don't go to the zoo, though. I'm not saying you do. You say you live over there, but I hate zoos because they're just like prisons for animals. That's all they are. I just bought a new vape and I lost it. I know it's somewhere. It's probably in my bed somewhere. This one's really good. This cherry one is one of my faves. But really for me now that I don't smoke cigarettes and I do these, like smoking a cigarette's like not satisfying. Like my vape's more satisfying than that. Because these things taste good. Cigarettes taste like trash, dude. These taste good. I get bigger hits. This is way more satisfying to me than a cigarette. To be honest with you. Like literally, I smoked 3 cigarettes. That's probably be the last. Like this whole pack's just gonna sit there. It'll be like an emergency pack or something. See how they treat someone who can do nothing that advantages for them. Okay. Like a homeless person or something like that. Oh, could do nothing advantageous for them. Right. Gotcha. That's a good one. It's a really good one, actually. That's a good one. I use my animals to test charter more often than not. If my animals don't like them, then it says to me I probably shouldn't. That's true. Dogs are like, I don't know what kind of animals you have, but dogs are really good judge of character. And I had somebody come over to my house once, and my like Loaf like didn't want anything, like didn't like her, and she was like this kind of weird dark energy. You could tell she was just like had this negative energy on her, and like Loaf could sense it. And this other mutual friend, we're talking about a demon. I was like, dude, I think she's possessed, bro. And because like sometimes I could see her face, and it would be like the demon would come out, and like her face would just change into this demon, dude. It was crazy, weird. And my friend said he saw it too. He's like, dude, I've seen it. It's an ugly motherfucker. It's like, it's crazy, dude. But then like, like you can always tell, and I'm a very good, I have that kind of sixth sense also, but like Direct D, my dogs love a Direct D, dude. Like say what you want about him, but like he is a good person. You know what I mean? He's rough around the edges, but he's a good person. And dude, like Minnie like loves to just go up and sit on his lap and stuff. Like she's not scared of him at all. She just jumps up on his lap and hangs out there. And then that's another thing too, like with Sweet Tea is even though she's like, a pain in the ass and and we like are at each other's throats sometimes, but I always know like she's a good person because my dogs love her so much. I don't know. Do they? Maybe. I always try to like be nice to people, like I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And um this girl, I've known her since like high school. And I think she was living in her car or something like that. And then she just went off the deep end, dude. Like I was at her wedding, and then I was just invited to the wedding, and then she just kind of went crazy. She was like on meth and stuff, and I think that's probably what did it. That drug's like the devil. He's a good dad. I don't know. How do you know he's a good dad? I'm not saying he's a bad dad. I'm saying I never even seen him with his kids. I know he loves his kids though. Because he even told me when he came out here, he was like, oh man, I'm actually excited to go back and see my kids. Shapeshifters. Yeah, that's what it was like, dude. I was like, dude, this is like creeping me out. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So my way that you can tell a lot about someone's character, you go to their house and open their microwave. Seriously. Tell a lot about someone by opening their microwave. I learned that from my dad, because my dad came over here and he opened my microwave and he's like, dang, your microwave's clean. And he's like, you want to know something about someone's character? Open their microwave. And I was like, hey, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. That resonates. So my dad he used to own this like loan place in New Mexico. And he always told me, he's like, when you're running someone's credit, just take the credit out of it and just put character. Replace credit with character. That's what it is. And not always, because some people get divorced, stuff happens, they lose their job, whatever, and they can't pay their bills and stuff. But I mean, typically, right? It's like a good indication. It's like their character. If you're responsible enough to, pay back your debts. All right. Okay. I can feel that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think pretty much everyone keeps their kids off YouTube. I guess some people put their kids on there, but some kids have channels and everything. Like the family has the channel, the kids. I mean, my dogs are probably on YouTube more than any other auditor. I think my dogs are probably the most famous in our niche. They've been in live streams. They've been in videos. They were in the video with the Go Topless Day. They were stars in that one, dude. But no, I don't think I have a problem with overeating. I do sometimes like eat when I get bored though. And I have a sweet tooth. Like it's why I won't even keep sugar in the house. Like I won't buy like cookies. Because if I buy cookies, if I buy Oreos, I love Oreos. I can't just eat like two. I'll eat like a whole sleeve. Like, it has 3 sleeves. 3 days, they're gone. I'll eat a sleeve a night till they're gone. Same thing, ice cream. I'll buy ice cream. I'll eat like a bowl every night till it's gone. Then my mom brought over all this candy. I got all these Reese's because it's my favorite. For Halloween, because I was in jail for Halloween and she was staying over here, so take care of the dogs, and she bought candy. Hey, people that exploit their kids for YouTube, it does so much damage. All for what? For internet fame. It's so gross in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, kids like YouTube, so I've seen some channels that are cool with kids. I'm trying to think that one. Isn't it the one What the Hales? They have they're like famous and they have a channel with their whole family. But I also know Rich Lopp. He's a spiritual guy. He's a tarot reader, but he's more than that. He's a law of attraction expert. And I've spoken with him, and he's got a big channel on YouTube. And he said his daughter wanted to become a YouTuber. And he was like, why? I don't think he was going to let her. I don't think he wanted her to. But Rich Lopp said something on his Facebook that really resonated with me, dude. He's like, me and my wife were talking, and we grew up on opposite sides of the country. And back in like the 90s, the internet was around, but it wasn't like information could spread super quickly, right? And there wasn't all these social media platforms, right? Now we got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like something could happen and then it could spread and go viral within a couple hours and spread across the whole country, right? Like a trend or something, right? Like that one thing, remember the Tua, the girl was spitting on it and like, you got to give it a Tua. Like that just went people were saying that across the whole country because the internet, right? But like back then, we didn't have the internet like that. And like, why was it though that everyone did the same stuff, right? Like if you think about it, like, so remember there was like the girls would do the little thing with the clappy thing, that stuff. And then remember the boys, we'd get like those little footballs, like you take a piece of paper and you cut it and you fold it into a triangle, right? And then your friend would sit there like this, and then you try to flick it and through the goalpost, right? Like, how did everyone know about that from the East Coast to the West Coast? You know what I mean? How did it spread like that so quickly? You know what I mean? And he's like, dude, we're living in a matrix, man. This is a simulation. And like, scientists are really saying that it's not just, like I always say, magic is just science undiscovered. And like scientists, physicists are saying this is a simulation. It's way more likely it's a simulation than it's not. because we make simulations. We have stuff like video games and AI and stuff like that, these programs like Sims, and they're saying that like it can get consciousness, it can have consciousness, and that if we can do it, the chances of us being the original is like super slim. You know what I mean? It's like 1 in billions or something. So we're in a simulation, and that's why. And he was saying that, you know, backdrop people or non-playing characters, NPCs, which is basically they're just energy, like they're just part of the program. Like if you're playing Mario, right? Like you're the Mario, like all the other players aren't really real. They're just part of the program, right? Like that's what NPCs are. They're just program, and they don't even really exist until you go out and observe them. Like that's actually science too. Like when they say, if a branch falls in the middle of the forest, does it make a sound? And no, it doesn't, because it doesn't exist. So A plus B plus C equals rainbow, which is a formula that Timothy Leary came up with when he was doing all that acid in the 60s. A being the moisture in the air, B being the atmosphere, and C being a set of eyes to visualize it. If there's not a set of eyes to visualize it, it doesn't exist. So if it's a computer program, people are like, oh, the universe is so big. Imagine how high tech, how powerful that would have to be. It'd have to be powerful, but not as powerful as you think, because like in Nintendo, you only see the screen that you're on, the level that you're on, right? As soon as you go to the next level, those other levels don't really exist. They exist in the form of ones and zeros, part of the program. But until you get to that, that's the only computing power that it's using, is just on that one screen, right? So that's how it is here. Like if I'm at my house and I take my dogs with me and I leave and there's nothing here, doesn't really exist. It's just ones and zeros in the program. And then when I come back and open the door, now it's existing, right? So he was saying that it's a simulation. That's how these things spread so fast, right? It's a program. That's why everyone knows about the football thing and the hand clappy thing and all that stuff. And so, and all the kinds of little things that people do. There's more than just those things. He said a couple other examples. I can't remember them, but so he was saying that it's thought that anywhere from about 1 to 200 million people are actually real souls, up to 500 million max, somewhere around like 2 to 300 million probably actual souls. The other 8 billion people, they're just NPCs. That's it. So throw a 1 in the chat if you're a real person, and throw a 2 in the chat if you're NPC. Because I don't even know. Because when I started thinking that stuff, I was like, dude, that's crazy. I was like, I wonder how many of my subscribers are like real people and how many are just NPCs. You know what I mean? Like seriously. So, and you can tell, I said on one of the other streams, you can find NPCs. Like if you go and you like talk to someone that you normally would never talk to, and you like, I'm going to specifically start a conversation with this guy, or at least say hi or something, you can tell they're NPCs. I walked outside here and there's this guy, and I was thinking about the NPC stuff, and I was like, I wonder if this guy's an NPC. I said, hey, how's it going, man? And like, he like glitched, dude. He didn't know what to do. It was like, it was weird, man. And he just didn't say anything and just kept walking. I was like, holy shit, dude, he was an NPC, dude. He wasn't programmed to like have a conversation with me. Right. Because most of the time, if someone is going to have a conversation with you and they're an NPC, they're programmed for that. But like, they're saying that the people that are actual souls are people that you engage with, like your family members are real. Like your friends are real. Right. So like, I know people that are real. Like, I don't know if you guys are real. I mean, I've never met you, but like, I know Direct D's real. I know Jim Freedom's real. Right. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. Like, try it. Just go talk to someone that you would normally just never even talk to them, and say, with the intention, like, I wonder if this guy's an NPC, and force yourself to like, just say hi to him or something and see how it goes. And watch, you'll see him glitch out. You're real? Okay. I know you're real because I seen your video. You're not real? I know, because your name's Username. I knew you were a bot. Consciousness determines the structure of the universe. Quantum particles technically don't exist, state of probability, until they are observed by consciousness. Yes, like the double slit experiment, right? Yes. Good stuff, Blurple. Have you checked out any of my spiritual channel, bro? Empirical Miracle. I talk about stuff like this on there. Yeah, they don't exist until they're observed by consciousness. Yes, I believe that. And again, guys, like this is, if you would have said this like 20 years ago, people would think you're crazy, dude. But like now, like literally scientists are saying, dude, yeah, this is like a law of the universe here that we live in. You're really real? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I'm honestly questioning if being an NPC would be relieving or concerning. Like, would all my past trauma hurt less if I wasn't real, but would it mean nothing if I'm not real? Well, you're not an NPC because you're conscious, right? So you're not an NPC. An NPC, I don't think they're conscious. I think they're just energy. They're just energy. And they're just like a part of the computer program. They're not souls. A soul is consciousness. That's what a soul is. It's pure consciousness. So it's like the life, like, you know, because you can have a biological body, an NPC that's, you know, alive, but there's no soul in it. The soul is like because you're not your body and your mind, right? You know that you're your soul. You're the consciousness. You're the thing that's observing. Like you're not even your thoughts. You're the observer of your thoughts. So you're noticing that you're the noticer of your thoughts. Like ever do that, you know, like I'm just like, just be in the moment. Like I'm alive right now. Like I can look at my hand. Like I'm conscious of my hand, right? I'm alive. Like that's the consciousness. The NPCs don't have that. They're just, there's nothing there. They're just alive. There's a program, just, you know, just automatic. A Blanco throws 100 in the chat. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like they can't even question if they're an NPC or not. Like they have no consciousness. If you can question, like, am I an NPC? And you're like conscious and aware of that, then you're not an NPC. You're a real soul. Yeah, like lacking self-awareness, right? Like a robot, you know? But I mean, they're even saying that robots can gain consciousness now and become alive. Because that's really what makes you alive, right? Is the consciousness. But you can still be biologically alive, right? Just like, I don't know, like maybe like a tree. But they're even saying, I've even heard that like trees are conscious too. Because I've even heard that like everything's conscious though. Like, because I've heard, I listened to Dolores Cannon, and she even said, well, first she said that non-playing characters, you know, or she calls them backdrop people, that they're not souls, right? But that they're here and they're going to be souls. Like this is part of their evolutionary process. Like they're new, right? So they're not souls, but they're going to be. So then I'm thinking, well, did we all start out as backdrop people then? And now we're not because we're further along. But then I was like, but you said they're not souls. So if they're not a soul, then there's no consciousness, because I know that the soul is consciousness. So I wish I could ask her, but you know, she passed away. She's an amazing woman, dude. But yeah, rocks. Like, you know how many lives you've lived? If you're a human being today, you know how many lives you're way high up on the evolutionary process. I promise you. You've lived so many lives. Like people live lives as like you could live a life as a rock, an ant, right? And when you die, you go to your life review in front of the elders, and you know you go through your life and you live your whole life like a flash, and you get to feel everything from your perspective, and you get to feel everything from the people that you affected, whether it's good or bad. You get to feel like if you hurt someone, like what they felt, and you're like, oh man, that's what they felt, right? And she said it's hard, but like even as an ant, they'd be like, okay, so what did you learn? Okay, you learned how to coordinate. You learned how to work as a team, because ants are really good at that, right? Seriously, it sounds funny, but okay. So you learned a lot. So now you're ready to go on to the next thing, go on to the next thing, whatever it is. So until you get to the human, I mean, humans are like the number ones, at least on Earth, the number ones. There's other planets and stuff, but so we're towards the end. That's why I'm hoping this is my last life. I don't want to come back no more. But the reason I think this too, that what she says holds water like a rock, you could literally incarnate as a rock or something like that, is because you guys remember that drug Salvia? Remember you used to be able to buy it in like the 2000s, like at the head shops, dude. It's like that green stuff, and you'd smoke it, and like people used to make fun of it, like, oh, Salvia, haha. But dude, it's banned. I think it's illegal now. It's an extremely potent hallucinogenic, dude. The Indians, the Native Americans used to smoke it, and if you do it, like you literally, I remember I didn't even realize, like I snapped out of it, and I was like, oh shit, I was like being reborn. I like had to like figure out where I was and like what life was, dude. It was like so crazy. You're like in your whole other world. You're not even there. Your friends have to watch you because you could literally like jump out of a window or something. So you can't do it by yourself. And then you do one person does it at a time or a couple people at a time. That's it. And I remember snapping out of it and I was like, whoa, dude. It's like I wasn't even here. I wasn't even conscious. And they're like, yeah, I know. And like I've heard stories on YouTube of people doing this stuff, and I've heard a couple different ones. One of them was a guy was a rug hanging on the wall. He turned into the rug, and like it was terrifying. And he said, because a lot of salvia trips are not good. There's a lot of bad ones. There's some good ones, but always thought it was kind of weird. It was like not like the best. You know what I mean? I was like, this is kind of a weird drug. But he thought that he was going to be the rug for all eternity. And maybe he is a rug for all eternity, right? Because everything's happening all at the same time. Time's an illusion, right? Doesn't exist. Einstein proved that. But if we're all the same, though, right? Like there's only one consciousness. We all tap into the same consciousness. So maybe we're everything all at once. Maybe, I'm Christopher and I'm also John Winchester and Ali Blanco, right? Like we're all the same. It's just we're having our own independent experience right now. But when it really boils down to it, we're all the same. So maybe we're all the rug hanging on the wall. You know what I mean? That's why he was so convinced that he's going to be that rug for all eternity. And then there was another one where this chick was telling her story. She spoke in salvia and she turned into the car seat. She was a car seat. She was like, I'm a car seat. And she said it was kind of terrifying, dude. So that's why I think when I heard Dolores Cannon say that, people are not people, but souls and incarnate as inanimate objects and stuff. I was like, well, that salvia stuff, because I believe that salvia, all those hallucinogenics, they're consciousness expanding drugs, man. Like that guy, Timothy Leary, I told you A plus B plus C equals rainbow. Just like Blurple was saying, like that's like a law of the universe now. It's like, this is like science now. And he thought of that stuff in the 60s from doing acid. You know what I mean? So yeah, salvia was crazy, dude. I never did that with you, but I remember doing that stuff like in like 2005. Oh, man, it was crazy. Yeah, maybe he was always a rug. That's what I'm saying. Maybe we're all a rug. Yeah, dude. Salvia went hard, bro. Like thinking back now, like when I was watching these stories on YouTube, I was like, man, I wish I could get salvia again. Because you just go to the head shop, dude, and buy it. And like people will get in wrecks over that stuff though, because people just, they go to the head shop, they think it's just like some weed. It's like some low grade weed or something. You know what I mean? And like try to smoke that stuff while they're driving or something, dude. Like, oh, forget it, man. Like you're wrecking that car guaranteed. You know what I mean? It was like serious stuff, dude. It's crazy, man. You're better off drinking and driving than doing that stuff. But like, yeah, man, I always wanted to try DMT. You guys know that it's like the most powerful hallucinogenic, but it's a chemical that's made in your brain. Your pineal gland in your brain produces it when you're sleeping, and that's why you have dreams. At least that's what it's thought. I don't know if it's proven, but the reason I believe that is because I was watching this YouTube about DMT, and they were showing visuals of what people see on DMT. And one of the visuals was just a picture, was a reoccurring dream that I've had like dozens of times. Because, you have dreams and then you forget them. And then I saw this picture and it reminded me of this dream that I've had like 100 times. I was like, dude, this is my dream, dude. So I'm like, if people see this on DMT, then of course I saw it in my dream because DMT is released when you're dreaming. That's what makes you dream, right? So it's like DMT is like a chemical that brings you to other dimensions. Like when you're sleeping, your soul doesn't need to rest, your body does. So do you imagine how bored your soul would be if it just was stuck laying there for 8 hours? You know what I mean? Like you go to different dimensions and like do stuff. And like I think the DMT is what like is like the gateway to that other dimension. So if you flood your brain with a bunch of DMT, now it's really taking you to like other dimensions. I remember people saying when they're on DMT, like that they would see all these other entities and stuff like that, and how people would say, not people, but these entities would like tell them like you're not supposed to be here, and they'd be mad at them and stuff like that. But sometimes they wouldn't. Like Joe Rogan talks about all the time. He said there's a lot of people see the same thing too, like these jokers, like jesters, and they're like laughing all the time, laughing at you. And he said that these jesters were laughing at him and he knew exactly what they were trying to tell him. Like, dude, stop being so serious is what they were telling him. Because I guess he was always being so serious all the time. And so it was like an epiphany that he has. Like, I got to stop being so serious. You'd be afraid to try salvia, or I don't know what that is. Ayahuasca? What's that? Yeah, mushrooms are decriminalized in Colorado. Anything that's natural is so much better though. Like, I did my experimentation back in the day, but like I did acid and I did mushrooms, but like acid is like, it's a chemical, dude. I mean, it comes from a fungus, right? Or a mold or something like that. So it's kind of natural, but they add stuff. They add like strychnine to it and like stuff like that. It's like chemical and like it lasts too long, dude. Like 8-10 hours. Screw that, man. I remember anytime I do acid, it'd be like, oh, after like 6 hours, I'm still peaking. I'm like, dude, God, is this going to end ever? And then you come down and you feel like crap. It's like a hangover, right? But like mushrooms, when you come down, it's like, 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. And then when you come down, you're just sober again. You're like, you feel great. You're just, like back to normal. You know what I mean? That's what I like about them. My theory is because they're natural. You know what I mean? I want to try that stuff bad. Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca. I don't know how you say it, but I never even heard of that stuff. Mike Tyson talks about the toad. I want to try that too. I've heard about that. There's a certain kind of toad, right? It's not just like any old toad. But yeah, you lick its back or something like that and start tripping. It's a hallucinogenic drink made from vines in Central and South America. Okay, yeah, I didn't even know about that one. There's another one too that I heard about, the make you trip is nutmeg. There's nutmeg, like the seasoning. But you have to eat a lot of it. Like you eat like a whole jar of it, like a bunch, dude, like a Coke can full. Like you eat a ton, and then it takes like 10 hours to kick in. This is what I heard. And then you just trip your balls off, dude. And then I've heard of peyote. That never seemed fun to me because I guess you like just throw up violently for like a long time. That doesn't sound like fun, like tripping your balls off while you're throwing up. It seems like a terrible trip. And then I heard it lasts like a long time, like days and stuff. I don't want to be tripping for days. Screw that. Then you got mescaline. You guys remember like the green gel tabs? Those are mescaline. Pretty similar to acid, I think. Ayahuasca. Is that how you say it? Ayahuasca? Sounds like Native American. Ayahuasca makes you puke before you start tripping. They use it to treat PTSD and major mental disorders. Okay. You guys remember that Beavis and Butthead movie in the 90s, dude? And Beavis and Butthead were stuck out in the desert, and he's like, cactus, isn't there water in a cactus? And it was like a peyote plant. And they ate it and started tripping. That was a good movie, dude. I love Beavis and Butthead, dude. I remember when I was a kid, my mom wouldn't let me watch it. I wasn't allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead. I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons. But then eventually she let me. I was my mom was like a little overprotective when I was like real little. Like I used to have to go to bed at 8. All my friends' bedtime was like 9 or 10. But she was like, you have to go to bed at 8 because I needed a lot of sleep. I always needed a lot of sleep. So, but when she made me go to sleep at 8, though, I wouldn't go to sleep at 8. I go to sleep at 9 or 9:30 or something. I just sit there and be bored. I remember that. I hated it. It was torture. I hate going to bed. It's still daylight out in the summertime. Sweet tea in here lurking. You in the garage smoking a cigarette, doing your arts and crafts? I got 2 more hard drives for you to decorate. I got the big one. Remember the time I got the big, huge one? And I was like, this thing's huge. Remember, I was going to get the 8 terabyte. And I took it back. I was like, no, forget this nonsense. Remember? But I got one now because I go through these things so fast. And then at your house, it was hard because it's on a little table thing. But now I got this big desk. So that big thing's fine. But it's so big, you have to like plug it into the wall. It's got its own power supply and everything. Yo, I see Nathan. What up, bro? Jenny was in here earlier. I forgot to tell her that I was talking to you. I think you're like my only moderator, dude. I don't really have moderators on here. Channel's not big enough yet. John Winchester used to be a moderator on DMA. But I kind of have my rule that only because I used to give everyone wrenches, and then remember I had to take them all away, and some people got all hurt over it, dude. And I even had some people like stop watching my channel because I took their wrench away. Like, dude, come on. I'm not saying that you're like being a rogue mod. It's just I don't know you. So yeah, I took your wrench away. But because I was having an issue with that. I just had too many people blue. I remember my whole chat was blue. But now since I actually know you because I actually talked to you, that's my rule. Like I have to like I met you in person or like at least talk to you on the phone to be a mod. It's like my rule now. So the only other person in here that could be a mod, according to my rule, would be Ali. Oh, you're still on the DMA? You're still one? Okay. So I made an exception for you. Just because you've been like a supporter since like day one. Yeah, I know, dude. Like there's this girl, I'm not going to say her name, but somebody reached out to me and said, hey, this person wants your phone number. I was like, why? And he was like, oh, I don't know. She wants to know why you're, I think she wants to know why you took her wrench away. I was like, dude, you're trying to like talk to people to get my personal phone number to ask why I took your wrench away. Like that alone just lets me know that I made the right decision in taking your wrench away, dude. And I took this person's wrench away because I needed a moderator because I didn't have one. And they were like, a time and they were a member on my channel and they were like, oh yeah, just throw me a wrench. I'll help you out. And I threw this person a wrench and then I took it away later. I mean, I don't understand, dude. Some people get all hurt about that, dude. Like it's a personal attack, like it's a diss on them, dude. Like I'm like, no, dude, I appreciate your support on the channel. It's just that's just the way it goes, man. All right, on, dude. Yeah, because I was smoking a cigarette in here, and she's like, Christopher, are you smoking? And I was like, yeah, but I was like, I just smoked like 3. I smoked 3, and then now that pack will just go to waste. I just felt like cigarette. But she said she did the same thing. She started smoking at 48. But then I guess it was easy for her to quit too. It's always been easy for me. And I was even saying, because some people say, you start vaping because to quit smoking, but then you smoke a vape and it's not as satisfactory. You still want a cigarette. And I was saying, dude, like these cigarettes are not even, these are more satisfying to me now because these taste good and I get like a bigger hit on these than those cigarettes. And these taste disgusting. That the cigarettes taste gross. These actually taste delicious. Dude, I want to start saying mate, bro. Like, would that be misappropriation or whatever if I started talking like that? Would that be offensive? Because I like that word, dude. It's cool. Like, yo, what's up, mate? Because I had a friend, you might know him, Farlap Moves. You guys know him? He's from Australia. Actually, no, he's from New Zealand, though. But he used to say that, mate. He's like, good day, mate. Like he would write it in the chat, GDAY, good day, mate. And I always say, oh, good day, mate. Like, because it's cool, man. I like that. Yeah, it's cultural appreciation, not appropriation. Because some people in America get all butthurt about stuff like that, I guess. Because I say stuff all the time. It's not like I always say, sup, G? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not from the hood or anything, but I just like to talk like that sometimes. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's sick as a dog last time I talked to him. Really hope he's feeling better. Oh, really? Yeah, tell him I said, what up, man? Like, he was a member on my channel for like years. And then he canceled it. He said, oh, man, I have to cancel it because some financial stuff. And I was like, oh, it's no sweat, dude. And then he just fell off the face of the planet, dude. Like, I had never seen him. So I don't know if he was mad at me or something. But I hadn't heard from him in ever. I haven't seen him around really in anyone's chats. I think I saw him in someone's chat semi recently. I was like, oh, dude, I haven't seen him in forever. He's funny, dude. There's a viral, not viral, but I actually did a on one of my outros. He like got up and like mooned the camera. It's on one of my outros, dude. I took that clip and used it. Because I used to put all my members and stuff in my my outros and stuff. Like I had I did like your the thing where it says, let's say Aussie Nation, let's say how many subscribers you got, how many videos, that little thing. I was doing the balloons. I'd do that in my outros and like bring them into all the members and stuff. Give them a shout out. I should start doing that again. Except I don't do outros anymore because I learned you're learning as you go. Like you want retention. That's how your videos get more views. YouTube wants to keep people engaged as long as possible. So like if you put an outro in, I would notice my retention. Usually, around 20% at the very end. That's pretty good, typical. But then it would go down to like 8%. So some people liked it. I remember a lot of people like, oh yeah, I used to premiere all my videos. They'd be like, now we get to watch a badass outro because I'd always have a new one. And it's like 2-3 minutes long, And but I put a lot of work into those. I love doing those. But then I was like, my social media manager's like, dude, stop doing that. Like you can outro like 15 seconds. It's fine. But these 2-3 minuters, man, like when you go down to 8% or 8%, like that's killing your views, man. And I was like, oh yeah. So, I mean, that's true. So I stopped doing it. You're good, bro, mate. Is a respectful thing to say. Like you guys say, sir and ma'am. All right, cool. Oh, so that's what mate is. It's like sir or ma'am. Okay. Yeah. I guess I see that now. Yeah. Cool. Mate is a respectful thing. All right, cool, man. So now I know if I'm trying to be nice to someone, like respectful way, I call them mate. I'm going to start using that instead of, I'm going to start calling the cops mate from now on. I'm on a public sidewalk, mate. Actually, that's going to be hilarious. I really am going to start doing that. Oh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I do my cop watch. So I'm going to go live tomorrow for the cop watch. I haven't decided if it's going to be on the 2.0 or the main. I think I'm going to go 2.0 because I'm trying to work on the 2.0. And dude, I got a video on the 2.0. It's just it's a video that I normally would have put on the DMA channel. And it's got, I think, like 13,000 views. It's like pretty good. Let me check it. I was going to drop it on the DMA channel, but I was like, well, if it's doing so good on the 2.0, I don't want to drop it over there. Hold on, I got to plug in my computer. My computer's low. Let me see where it's at. I was like kind of surprised because it started out kind of slow and then it's just been taken off. It's one of those like progressive ones, you get those videos sometimes. It just keeps going. It got 11,000 views within the last 48 hours, 60 views an hour. So right now it's at 18.4 thousand views on the backup channel, dude. See how it is? See how it started out kind of like slow and then it just took off at the end? You know what I mean? It was like one of those weird, that's what I'm saying. It started out slow and then all of a sudden it's taken off. It's because not really many people knew about the 2.0 channel. And then I started promoting it. And then when people go over there, it's like the only really good video on there. I mean, I think all my videos are good, but it's like an actual like cop watch, it's a good solid video. I think that video probably would have been on the DMA, like anywhere from 50 to 100,000. It's funny, dude. It's like, it's not really, it's different. You guys should go watch it. Oh, really? They hate you calling them mate? That's how it is out here, dude. People hate me calling them sir. Like, stop calling them sir. They don't deserve your respect. And I'm like, I don't know. That's just the way I roll, though, dude. I call them sir. You know what I mean? Because I kind of feel like the nicer that you are, the more dumb they look. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the victim here. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, and I have done some cringy videos before where, I start yelling and screaming at them. And like, it's warranted sometimes. You got to calibrate it. I don't like just do that all the time, but I just feel like, the more calm and respectful that you stay and the more dumb they look, really. You know what I mean? Especially when it goes to court. I've already had to watch myself in the courtroom on the screen there in front of a jury, like what, 3 times. And, sometimes I'm like, yeah, it looked good. My attorney even was like, that made you look really good. I was like, thanks. Cause I was like nice to the guy. You know what I mean? Cause remember, it's not always what really was lawful. It's what the jury thinks. And you're in there, F you effing pig, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, jury ain't going to like that, man. Like maybe their uncle's a cop, dude, or something like that, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep that in mind. The jury can just say, screw this guy, man. He's guilty, man. I don't care if he's not guilty. He's an asshole, right? Just like when they gave me the strike, even though I didn't actually violate community guidelines. I totally followed community guidelines. Give him a strike. He's one of those agitator guys. Yeah, but I know, Austin Nation, we talked about it. You're the same. You know what I mean? Like to just be like, nice to him and shit. Yeah, because I mean, you want to make yourself look like the victim, dude. Like you're just being nice and calling a mate, and then they freaking like tackle you and arrest you or something. Like the jury's gonna see that and be like, dude, this cop's out of control. You know what I mean? Like you handled yourself perfectly at that library audit, dude. There was no like I said, if that went to a jury trial, the jury's gonna notice that stuff, dude. You were nothing but nice and reasonable, and they were acting. I mean, anyone, even if you're a troll, you have to be like, dude, this guy's getting a little out of control. Not you, the other dude. And then that cop too, like he was getting totally unprofessional, man. Out of line. In Australia, if you don't vote, they fine you. You're required to vote. It's crazy, dude. Talk about like anti-freedom. Like they fine you if you don't vote. I mean, they're on the verge of becoming like China, dude. You know, the China, they got the face recognition thing. Like if you jaywalk or something, they got the cameras that'll recognize your face and like it'll lower your social score. And then if you get too low, like you can't do certain stuff. Trying to gear my videos more towards comedy. I count it as a win if a cop can't keep a straight face or starts laughing. There are too many auditing videos that are infuriating, so I want to make more lighthearted content. Right on, dude. So you already, it's like I think I asked you, I don't know if I saw the response. So you already have some videos now. And dude, that's what I think is good about Fletcher Freedoms, dude. I think he's one of my favorites, dude. I'm a member on his channel, and I'm not a member on too many people's channels, but I am on his because I'm a huge fan, bro. I love that guy. And he's funny. But not only is he funny, though, dude, he's not just funny, dude. Like, you guys have seen him. He's rowdy about it, dude. Like, when it comes down to it, like, he's standing up for his rights, dude, period. Like, he's the get the handcuffs out kind of dude. You know what I mean? But what I like about him is a lot of his videos, I could tell would escalate typically into like, oh, we're going to arrest you type stuff. But he's so funny that like they can't help but, like you said, like it's lighthearted and like it kind of de-escalates the whole thing. He de-escalates it with his comedy, right? Because I mean, you can't help but you think, oh, this guy's silly, you know what I mean? And so, you know, they can't really be as big a tyrants as they normally would be, I think, you know what I mean? Because he's so funny. I mean, dude, that guy, we're talking about quick wits, like he's got the quickest wit in the West, dude. And the stuff that he comes up with, man. Oh gosh. Yeah, close to a dozen fully edited and ready for upload. Oh, dang. We're like 10 or so waiting on editing. I want to be like 50 for upload for my YouTube debut. Dang, bro. Okay, so this is my advice to you when you start uploading. When you first start uploading, you're not going to get that many views, but reach out to me, dude, and I'll see what I can do for you. I'll help you out, man. I'll share your videos and stuff. If they're good, I'm not sharing them if they're trash, dude. So it's not a guarantee, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure you being, you know, a supporter for this long that your stuff's not trash. But I'll help you out and get you going. But what you want to do when your videos start picking up, dude, don't just start dumping videos like day after, like don't drop every day. That's my opinion. Because I think I don't know if you were in the chat when I was talking about this, but people sometimes they're not on YouTube every single day. You know what I mean? They're on once a week or, you know, a few times a week. And when they get on there, maybe they don't have a time to watch, you know, 5 John Winchester audits. You know what I mean? Maybe they only have time for 1 or 2. You know what I mean? And if they're only getting on once a week, so you look at your hourlies, dude, like you'll see on your YouTube studio, you can see your hourly views. When they start dwindling, you'll notice when they're really good. And then when they start dwindling down and you're hardly getting any views, then you can drop into another one. You know what I mean? So you're getting the most bang for your buck. Because otherwise, if you drop more like every day, you're going to get more views because it's always a brand new video. And so the YouTube pushes the brand new ones out. But in the long run, you're going to have less views because, like I said, you know, if I click on YouTube and I hadn't been on in a few days and, you know, there's like, I usually watch this guy's videos, but he's got 5 new ones. I'm like, I ain't sitting there watching 5 audits. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's like sitting down and watching 2 movies or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. And he started out in Colorado, man. He was in my neighborhood, dude, over here at Sheridan. Lieutenant Mitchell illegally frisked him for taking pictures in a parking lot, man. And he's coming back out here. I don't know if he wants to come back out here to live, but he's got too much stuff going on. But he wants to come out to visit, dude. I was like, dude, stay at my pad, bro. And when he comes out here, dude, I want to do something like I want to do something with grandma, dude. I want him to be grandma and I want to be great grandma. It'll be grandma and great grandma, dude. I'm going to get like I'll go to Goodwill or something, get like a dress, and I'm getting like a cane and like, you know, do the lipstick like he does and stuff with the wig. Grandma and great grandma, dude, that shit will be hilarious, man. I want to do some stuff like all the stuff that he does. I want to do like that would be a good ass collaboration, me and him, dude, because I can do funny stuff like that too. And I want to do like the bag of Coke or like, yeah, a little baggie of Coke and a little Coke, baggie with a little Coke in it. And the Mary Janes. But my favorite is the BCNN, dude. Butt Crack News Network or whatever it is. What is it? Is that what it is? Butt Crack News Network? Best in Business? That's my favorite one that he does. And like with the ID, like let me see your ID. He does like the actual I and the D, you know, like little magnets on the fridge, or he has his actual ID that's like written in a crayon or something like that. Is the BCNN. All right, man. Peace, dog. Thanks for stopping in, man. Have fun. Later, mate. Yeah, dude. I think it would be funny too. I think it'd be a hit, bro. Like if we dropped a video, like we dropped videos together, me and him, dude, doing stuff like that. If he came out here to Denver, dude, like we'd get so many views. Everyone would love to see like grandma and great grandma, dude. That would be a fucking hit. That'd be a viral video, I bet. I mean, we'd have to get good content though. It wouldn't have to. I mean, it's a good idea, but it would have to be a good video too, though. You know. Oh, I didn't see that one, dude. When he investigated the airport for aliens. Yeah, dude, all of his investigations are hilarious. But you can tell he's from Colorado because he's always wearing that Colorado Rockies hat and stuff, you know? I'm going to go shut my slider, guys. Give you 1 second. It's cold in here. I had to open that because I was smoking cigarettes and I was getting cold. It's getting cold up in this mug. I'm going to smoke one more cigarette, though. Might as well get it in while I bought them. Oh, he hasn't posted anything for 2 weeks? I haven't posted anything in longer than that. I mean, I still got those compilations coming out, but... Have you guys seen any of those? I don't even... It's my social media manager does those for me, but... You know, it's got like the AI voice. It's my voice, but it's AI. So he does it that way. Oh, he got a date too? That's funny. Oh, yeah. So, and I go into mom's house on New Year's Day, hanging out with mom. Hearing crickets in here, guys. Yeah, well, let's see. Because me and Flex, dude, we kind of started. He started a little bit before me. Because I remember when I very first started John Winchester, you probably know. Remember the dog park days? I used to go to I did my very first live stream. I was like at the dog park, and I was just chopping it up with people. And I think I had like 30 people in there. And I was like, oh, this is crazy because I had, like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers and like 30 people in there. I was like, whoa, this is a lot. And then what was I saying? Oh yeah, Flex Your Freedoms is in there, dude. And I didn't even know he had a channel. And I was like, how many subscribers do you got, man? He's like 12,000. I remember I was like, oh, I thought 12,000 was so much. I was like, dang, you got a lot. right on, dude. And he was telling me about his like skits that he does, and then I started watching him. But yeah, so him and I are like started around the same time. All right, mate. Thanks for stopping in, mate. Good night. I'll see you next time. Yeah. Because John, were you in the chats in those dog park day ones? That's how you know, like the people that have been around for long. If you know about the dog park days, you just say that dog park days. People know about that. I should do another one of those. I should go to the dog park and do a live stream. Before, I never really had a lot of people in like something like that for a live stream. But I bet you before the shadow ban, I could get like probably like 100 in there for something like that. Now I probably get like 40 again, like not that much. Oh yeah, okay. That actually wasn't a dog park. That was just a regular park, and that's like a love hater one, dude. Like some people love it, and some people can't stand it. And Cameras Everywhere showcased that one, dude. And he even said that, dude, I had so many people in my comments that hated that video because people were saying that I was being like the cops were and like getting in her space, you know, because I was saying there's no law saying I can't get close to you. And so I kept stepping towards her, but I wasn't stepping towards her like the cops have towards me when they literally get like 1 inch from me and like bump into me and shit. I was like no closer than 4 feet from her the entire time. I was just doing that because she kept saying that you have to be 6 feet from me. And it was during like the whole, that virus thing. And I just thought that was stupid. I couldn't stand that stupid nonsense. So I was like, what do you mean I can't 6 feet? Like I can get close to you. There's no law that says I can't get close to you. And she was like, there is a law. You can't get close to me. Like she was trying to say it was a law. And so every time she would back up, I'd just step towards her. Like I said, I wasn't in her face or in her space. I was like about 4 feet. That's reasonable. But she came and approached me, dude, because she wanted me to have Minnie she was literally a puppy at the time. She was probably like 3 pounds. And we were the only ones in the park, dude. The only ones. It was the entire park completely vacant. Like, why, dude? Just leave people alone. I understand that, other dogs could come, and then your dog gets hurt because they're not on a leash. But, dude, that's a risk that I'm willing to take then. You know what I mean? So just leave people alone if they're not hurting anyone. I could understand if my dog was like causing havoc or something like that, dude. But little old Minnie, I mean, come on, dude. So, and that was like the first audit thing that I ever did. I just picked up my camera. I just had my phone and I saw her coming. I was like, oh, I've been watching audits, for a long time. And I just started recording it and just kind of went with it. But, yeah, that was that video. Oh, yeah. I remember people in the comment. There was this one person in the comments that was like, oh, you can tell this guy watches a lot of First Amendment audits and he thought he was going to have his debut, but he just totally ruined his whole career or something like that, dude. And then I remember it was like a year later or something, a year and a half later. And I had like, I don't know, 50 whatever thousand subscribers or something, 70,000. And I went back to that video and I saw that comment and I was like, oh, really? Like, yeah, I guess I ruined my career. Yeah, but that video only has like 80% likes. Most of my videos are like 96 to 98% likes. And that one was like 80%. So a lot of people didn't like it. But a lot of people did like it too. A lot of people like, I have to disagree with you on this one. You should have your dog on a leash. And some people were like, well, your whole channel is based on following the law and you're over here not following the law. And like, what are you talking about? My channel is based on following the law. Why would you think that? Because of the First Amendment? Yeah, I think the First Amendment's a good thing, but my channel is not based on following the law. My channel is based on civil disobedience. It's okay for good people to break bad laws. That's my opinion. That's the way the founders thought. So having that mindset that it's okay for good people to break bad laws, That's the most American thing you can do. Just blindly following a law because it's a law. That's what slaves do, right? A slave asks, is it a law? And a free man asks, is it right? What time is it? Oh, it's already 12:30. Okay, I got to end this, guys. I got to get to sleep. I got to go pop some Advil PMs. So, all right, John Winchester and Blurple, whoever's still in here. I got 4 people in here. Thanks for coming in, guys. Have a great night. Happy New Year. Be on the lookout. You guys should come into my stream tomorrow on 2.0. Maybe DMA, but I think probably 2.0. Okay, guys? All right, peace.